Here in front of the district courthouse, and we're here to gather and raise awareness about Tehilla, who is a victim of coercive control. We're going to be live streaming it here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alrighty, here you go. How do you want to set it up? Okay. That's fine. Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Hold on a second. Let's get it. It looks great. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming here and gathering here today. None of you have ever met the person why we are here today, and that is Tehilla. We are here for Tehilla, who is a voiceless victim of sadistic coercive control. Tehilla has been waiting for her spiritual freedom for years. And what does Yoni do during this time? He masquerades as a single bacher on the shidduch market. He goes to simchas of people he doesn't know to get free food. He preys on an innocent community's propensity for generosity. He preys on their hachnasas archem. He preys on the idea that he knows that he can get a free meal and a roof over his head, and he can avoid and evade accountability. But not today. No more. Today, April Fool's Day, we stand together to say that even though Yoni Ben Chamu is a clown, get refusal, which is domestic abuse, is not a joke. It is not funny to take a Jewish woman hostage. It is not funny to weaponize her Yiddishkeit and her faith. It is not funny to hold your ex-wife and your child hostage in your chains while claiming that you are doing this because you love them. And when I was served papers by Yoni, and it said that he was suing me, and it said that he was defamed, and it said that I was harassing him and making him lose his social circle, and making him lose his job, and making him lose everything that he had access to, I was horrified. I was so horrified and disgusted at the ways in which the legal system is used by perpetrators to silence anyone who is brave enough to call them out. Why don't we have activists in the face of get refusal? Because you know what happens to them? They get slaughtered. They get slaughtered with legal bills and threats. Threats for defamation, threats that they're going to take away their assets and their life. It is not easy to be up here and be the target for the perpetrator's ire when they know that someone is fearless enough to call them out. And you think Yoni was pro se on this? Really? You think Yoni was pro se on this? Okay. Let's say, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Well, then I have to hand it to you, Yoni, because you have displayed such incredible legal acumen. And you're able to cite case law all the way back from the beginning of time having to do with activism and defamation. And it's so interesting that a lot of the ways that you express your legal knowledge sounds very similar to the crew of get refusers who also use the legal system to attack their Wake up!
How we doing? I'll hold it for you. Oh wow, look at that. What's broken? Okay, at least the phone's not broken. Alright. Guys, we'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm holding it. Okay. Don't worry. You don't have to hold it. Oh, it's fine. I'll hold it.
Okay, so I had a friend over COVID. COVID was hard for all of us. So basically, I came for Shabbat one time. It was an amazing Shabbat. Got to know about him, learn about him. Really quixotic, really awesome. And then one day, he took all of the furniture, all the books, everything out of the house. The mother didn't know because he paid for her to go on a vacation, right? So she comes back from vacation. The house is empty. She puts in her bank account. Over $80,000 are missing. This guy leaves to go to Eretz Israel, and he's gone. And she's wondering what happened. I knew this lady is 60 years old. She worked in New York City Board of Education for years. They both did. And he just left without saying anything.
And what was the issue with the get specifically? Did she ever get a get? Did she ever get her religious freedom?
So she did. Right after she had to go to Israel, hunt him down, find out where he was. She finds out where he was, and she just talks silence to him. And they were able to file again. And I think he gave a little bit of money back, but it was mostly gone because he was spending money like crazy.
This is extremely similar to many, many cases. I'm just going to head back to the front because
Watch out for the wire. Watch the wire.
Thank you so much for sharing that story with us, and I really support your candidacy and your activism, especially for the Jewish community and raising awareness about the challenges we face. Again, Tehilla does not need to be here in order for this to be about Tehilla. Women or other agunot do not need to be here in order to know that the very nature of a woman who is a victim and a hostage is not necessarily someone who's running to a place at a gathering where they might be the target of their ex-husband's hatred and vendetta. These are women who are petrified to speak out. These are women who have been psychologically abused. These are women who are afraid of their captor. And this is not a demographic that is able to easily organize and stand up against coercive control. And to find people who are willing to stand up for the voiceless, who then become the target of the abusers that they're trying to escape from, is a really, really challenging thing to find. And when I was sued and when I was being targeted legally by Yoni, I said to myself, either I could look for a way to just settle out of court, let me offer Yoni like $3,500, just take the whole thing down. This is going to cost me tens of thousands of dollars. What do I need this for? What do I need this headache for? But I didn't take that perspective because I thought if I don't do everything in my power now as an activist in the get abuse space to make sure that there is precedent for every other get refusal activist that comes after me, then what am I good for if I can't leave behind something that can help other agunas in future lifetimes? And I say future lifetimes because the horizon for get refusal is bleak. The solution is not closer, the solution is farther. every day the GET crisis gets worse and worse and worse because the divorce rate is skyrocketing and the corruption in the religious courts is getting worse, and the inefficacy and joke of what the legal system is and the ways in which GET refusers know how to push just the right levers to make it unclear and to obscure whether or not they're the perpetrator or the victim. It's a terrible, terrible space. It's not getting any better, and anything that we can do now is something that is going to protect our daughters, our granddaughters, and our great-granddaughters. And GET refusal is not something new. GET refusal can be traced back centuries and centuries and centuries past. And the way it stands today, don't come at me and say that this is an antiquated thing. First of all, it is our religious right. Don't you dare tell the Jewish community what they are allowed to hold sacred. Don't you dare tell any group what they are allowed to hold sacred as their belief system. It's so painful. Anyways, thank you so much for coming out here today and for allowing it to be easier for the next generation. GET refusal is something that has plagued the Orthodox Jewish community for a very, very long time, and we can only tackle it if we decide to just take baby chips away at it. And step one is showing up in person at events, anything having to do with GET refusal. Be there, show your face, don't be afraid, don't be anonymous. If you're afraid now, it's going to be way worse for the children that you leave behind. Thank you for coming, and free Tehilla. And shame on you, Yoni Ben Chamu. Give a GET. Give a GET! Thank you so much. It was really great, guys. Thank you.
Here's your phone. It didn't break.
Okay, great. Hold on a second. Thank you so much. Okay, thanks. Hold on. We're going to have a little... Thanks.
Okay, you got it.
Thank you. How do I edit that?